huge savings on the #1 Ford F-Series, the #1 Ford Explorer, and top safety pick Fusion. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. Through July 5th, get 0% financing for up to 72 months and 1,000 trade assist. Plus veterans, active military, first responders, and their families get $1,000 more in appreciation cash.
We got to him in the nick of time.
A 2-year-old locked in a hot car, and the guy's right there in the right place at the right time to save him.
From broken ribs to severed nerves, the lawyer representing Takata airbag victims speaking to ABC7 about the scandal.
I'm 6'4". I've never felt so small in my life.
Yeah, no kidding. Dramatic moments as a stranded swimmer is pulled to safety. How he is going to pay back his rescuers. That's coming up next.
ABC 7 News at 11 starts now with breaking news.
We're getting a late-breaking statement now from the White House, and it says that Syria may be preparing for another chemical attack against its own civilians. The activities happening right now reportedly similar to the ones before the April attack that killed dozens of people and led to a U.S. missile strike. Tonight's statement says if another mass murder happens, there will be, quote, a heavy price. Stay with ABC7 and WJLA.com for all updates as we continue to monitor that situation.
And now only on 7 tonight.
When he wasn't responding, I feared the worst.
A toddler locked in a hot car in a store parking lot.
Fire investigators were at the scene. They discovered him, and they took very fast action.
Our Tim Barber is live now with how this all happened. Tim?
The firefighters have no idea how long the kid was in the car. They came over to the window, they knocked on it, and when they didn't get a response, they smashed it.
There was no response, and I actually started fearing the worst.
Fire investigators Hakeem Carroll and Jim Taylor were rushing to save a 2-year-old locked in a hot car.
My heart started beating really fast, and I was like, oh man, that was my child.
The partners were buying equipment at this Home Depot in Northeast Washington Thursday afternoon when store employees paged them for help.
We got to him in the nick of time.
It was 88 degrees while the sun beat down on the glass and hot air blew from the vents.
We started tapping on the windows, trying to get the child's attention.
When he wasn't responding, I feared the worst, and I was like, hey, this window got to come open. Let's get him out of there. So
the two used a baton to shatter the window and pull the boy to safety.
And once the medics actually checked him out, said he was okay, I felt really relieved.
MPD arrested the dad, who eventually showed up minutes later.
10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever the case may be, do not leave your children in the vehicle.
And the boy's father is being charged with first-degree cruelty to children. Reporting live, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Thank goodness they were there, Tim. Thank you. And now this just in from New Orleans tonight. Police have arrested one of the men suspected in this brutal attack on a pair of tourists. The men were from Boston. They were walking back to their hotel Saturday night when this attack happened. They robbed the victims and then they just took off. One of the victims still in critical condition tonight. The other, we're told, has been released, and police say there is more surveillance video of this attack.
New tonight, the officer stabbed in an apparent terror attack now is out of the hospital. Jeff Neville was attacked at the Flint airport just last week. He received 50 stitches. Now he's resting at home, though. The suspect in this case is in custody. And there are new developments to tell you about. Right now, millions are driving around in cars where the airbags might not be safe for them. Takata issued the largest recall in automotive history as a result of this, but now Takata is filing for bankruptcy protection. This comes as only ABC 7 speaks to the lawyer representing dozens of victims who were injured because of those airbags. Jeff Goldberg with his reaction to the filing.
Broken ribs, broken hands.
When Kevin Dean mentioned some of the injuries suffered by his clients behind the wheel,
Severed nerves, loss of voice.
His anger builds towards Takata.
All they've done over the last 2 years is delay and withhold information.
Dean represents 39 people badly injured by Takata airbags, as well as the families of 3 people who were killed. Takata's faulty airbag inflators can explode under certain conditions, sending pieces of metal and plastic flying. The product is blamed for an estimated 15 deaths and nearly 200 injuries, and it led to the recall of tens of millions of vehicles, the largest auto recall in U.S. history. The recall is being handled by the 19 different automakers that installed the faulty airbags.
They're the ones ultimately on the hook.
Takata says proceeds from the bankruptcy and sale will go towards the ongoing recalls, including a $1 billion settlement with the U.S. government. Kevin Dean says he expected the bankruptcy filing, but he doesn't like it.
It's cowardly to shirk your responsibility when you yourself intentionally and knowingly put a bad product out on the market.
Today, Takata's chairman said that the company caused troubles for many people and says he apologizes, quote, from the bottom of his heart. Meanwhile, it's estimated that roughly 65% of vehicles impacted by the recall have still not been fixed. Live in the Satellite Center, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Well, have you seen this video right here? This is really a scary scene out on the roadways. This happened on K Street in Northwest. ATVs, motorbikes, dangerously weaving in and out of traffic, even up on the medians there. Police believe the group then went to the National Harbor last night.